Hey YouTube, let's go check out the second DLC. Murder on Eridanos. Halcyon Helen, beloved Aetherwave star and product icon, has been murdered, and with the unveiling of Reserve Spectrum Brown at risk, you've been hired to find the pernicious killer and bring them to justice. We have some sort of murder mystery. A landing site has been reserved for you at the Eridanos luxury landing pad. Hopefully nobody tries to impound your ship this time.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance.
So what's that stuff like?
You want to lean into it. Embrace it.
Let's go repair stuff. Okay,
Work with
let's just go.
You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around.
Wait,
You've been around powerful.
wrong place. Ada, take us out.
We're now docked at Eridanos' luxury landing pad.
We are? Is this a gas giant? What? Eridanos, Halcyon's second Jovian gas giant. Its atmosphere is rich with hydrogen, helium, and various noble gases. Distillation plants in the atmosphere harvest these gases for energy. Can we see the distillation plant? Must be tiny. Well, let's go. This time, should we take Parvati and Felix? Felix is gonna love this. Let's take Ellie and Nayuka's weapons and armor and stuff. Sorry. Oh, you can have this pistol. What is this? Prototype hibernation suit? Space's choice. Tactical time dilation move time reduced by 50%. Prototype hibernation helmet. Science +5, block +5. Anyway, you can wear that. Felix, you can have... Oh. We could bring Parvati. You've both got melee moves, so this is gonna be... I don't like your moves set. No. You can have the pink armor. So, you can have the grenade launcher. Can we have the music? Am I gonna regret that later? And we'll take Nayoka's armor. You can have this pistol. Take your grenade launcher. And take your armor. Engineering plus 15. I'm gonna hold on to them. And Felix, you can have her grenade launcher and her armor. We also have 2 perk points. Extra armor. And extra armor again. Let's make it tougher. Parvati as well. You have a couple. We do the same. Armor and armor. Okay, you two. Wait, food, drink, drugs. All ready. Coffee. Well, we have so much adrena time. We should dump that. Let's dump all our adrena time. That's gonna weigh us down like 400 or something after going to that planet where they make it. Oh my god. 490? That's £49 of just drugs on me. Let's save and let's go.
Good luck, Cap.
Thanks, Ada. Felix and Parvati. Yeah? Let's go. Bunch of floating islands. Whoa, that's sick. Whoa. It's like a bunch of engines attached to the islands. What the? Whoa. Surely they get like very like powerful storms though. How is the atmosphere habitable and breathable? It's like no dome, like with the other place. What? Is that like... What's those giant chains? Giant engines? Attached to this whole place. That's crazy. If they ever go offline, we'll feel the deceleration. Let's go explore. Just a bunch of junk around the landing pad. I can't be bothered picking that up anymore. Wow. It's like giant bolts into the rock. I wonder how realistic this is. I bet it's just ridiculous. That's not how it works.
We don't have to catch Helen's killer right this second. Maybe we ought to take in the sights.
What happens if they're out killing other people? What?
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
The ballroom. This is totally a murder mystery. And what's the mood in the hotel? Are a lot of people upset?
I'll say. There's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Just about everybody's shocked. Some people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
Hey,
Beau?
Black Hole Birdie may be a savage brute on the field of honor, but he's no killer.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling. Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as Helen's murder, but still a crying shame.
I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that, along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
I don't need you to take any bags.
You're certain? All right then. Guess we can probably set you up with some spare uniforms if you must yours.
Not taking my guns or my gear. Get out of here.
I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
Let's just turn the music break down.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
We're the future of Sublight. Just you wait and see.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Mr. King Cannon.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen. I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch. Mr. Kincannon really...
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety. I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect. I'm pretty happy.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
That's not gonna follow that guy. And go the opposite direction and explore this place. Or maybe we should just get acquainted a little bit, get started.
Do you have any idea how many bits I've spent at the Grand Colonial? Is my patronage worth nothing to you?
I'm sure you've spent a lot, sir, but unfortunately we can't make any exceptions.
Can't make any exceptions. In Byzantium, those words would be a criminal offense.
Shame we're not in Byzantium.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in doing it. I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Sealed. I go in here. Don't lock the door on me.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead. Are you enjoying the amenities?
The Dissident Queen, Chapter 1. Halcyon Helen battles a lingering foe in a seedy bar. Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim. The duo, like, he's like her sidekick. Maximilian Mercer. Held 2 pistols in his hands, came through the door. Can I take this? No.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas. Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage. I hope you catch the killers soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down. Oh, you're the Inspector. Welcome. Has anyone helped you with your luggage yet? Oh, you're the Inspector. Welcome. Has anyone helped you with your luggage yet?
It's an elevator. Elevator there.
Oh my stars. This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode of Agent Khan.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror and Monarch.
Fate like this.
It really is a terrible shame. I absolutely adored her serials.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident could be here, do you?
Get a hold of yourself. The administrator would never allow someone as dangerous as a dissident here. Eridanos is safe. This is all just a terrible coincidence.
Of course, you are absolutely right. I think the idea of a psychopath wandering among us is just making me nervous.
Bertie Holcomb.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
The Grand Colonial Hotel.
You know, for a monument to the wealth of the elite built on the backs of the working class, it's real pretty. I guess.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right, you happen to have my room key?
Yes! No. I don't yet, but I will, Inspector, sir. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned.
You put me
I'm
in the
sure
room
it'll
she
be
was
ready for
murdered
you by
in?
the time you've examined the crime scene. I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom.
Where? Wait. Where was she killed? In the grand ballroom? I didn't see the grand ballroom on my way in.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
Not giving me her room, are you?
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolrich gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
No one likes Woolrich? Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
Good. Compared to the sewers? You can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in an entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
Okay, that's enough about the hotel.
If you're sure.
You've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see her acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry? That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Okay. I heard Black Hole Bertie was staying here.
Ah, Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Her beau? Just being boyfriend? Relationship? Wait. Huh? Helen's co-star, Woolrick. Does he have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only 2 people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Well, that's enough gossip for now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
Well, I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
I wanted to check if my room was ready yet.
Of course. Allow me to just pull up your info. It looks like you'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the...
Okay. Oh, I'll be on my way then. Thanks.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
These outfits. So dashing. The Prophet of Profitability flyer? With Jasmine Lever at a retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve? Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. One sector. Who's this? What are you doing back there? That weird hat they're wearing. The bellhops. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. Halsey and Helen encounters the Slugmen? The Slugmen. Sublight Underground. Fought away through numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals. Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal. Working together. Heading to the Dissident hideout. I just take... No, I can't take this stuff. What is that? Severed Head of Burbage 2000? Torn from its body in the penultimate act of Titus Androidicus. What's the droid from the comic in the play? Garden. Goes back outside. More Adreno. Guest complaints. The Infernal Racket, Mechanical Menace. I'm on the floor just beneath the Rizzo's Rangers, like a football team, kind of. The Burbage 3001 robot. VIP guest list. Halcyon Helen, Spencer Woolwick, and Black Hole Bertie Holcomb. Been eating a lot, ordering a lot of food. 6 sandwiches, 2 shakes. So yeah, she was been eating a lot. Spencer Woolwick. Just out ridiculous requests from this guy. He wants a plasma launcher. He's in the second largest room. He's really jealous. Black Hole Bertie Holcomb. He's surprised he's not requesting some drugs. They're expected to actually take drugs.
Please make yourself at home.
These athletes in this world. Employee access card level A. We're still gonna unlock.
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. The poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Mr. Kincannon.
We're all part of the Rizzo's family.
And you don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. Changed my life. Rizzo's cares about the happiness of its family. Spacer's Choice can't say that. We're all part of the Rizzo's family.
You know,
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Constable Keene?
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aether Wave.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Damn, life science. What does this thing do exactly?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Sounds like something the OSI teaches.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
A discrepancy amplifier. Greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientific mind of Dr. Goodnight. What's his name? You've been granted the discrepancy amplifier, handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos. Okay. It's an inductive reasoning simulator and computation device. The device requires the strong magnetic fields of the Eridanos complex. Giant camera. Is it gonna like reconstruct the crime scene like a hologram or something? Scanning Eridanos for evidence. We need to scan, reveal clues. This is totally a murder mystery. Footsteps. Whoops. What?
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
I see you've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Okay, let's get started. Tell me about this discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
What? Discrepancy amplifier. Do the sizes of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
Okay, so Helen must have been at the orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
I'm sorry, you can scan those footprints when you had it yourselves, like right here.
The Purpleberry Orchards. And a footprint. Inspector, that was absolutely marvelous. Beautifully deduced. With the help of my discrepancy amplifier, of course.
I'd like a word with you.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
What can you tell me about the body? What's the cause of death?
My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished my autopsy. Come back later?
Okay. About this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
What made you invent the amplifier?
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other, I feel the need to create.
Engineering 105? Come on, there has to be more to it than that.
Inspector, I'm sure you don't want to spend 4 hours talking back and forth about the intricacies of a science project. It works. That's the important part.
The amplifier seems pretty powerful. Why are you trusting me with it?
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious.
Yeah, but why not just use it yourself?
I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
What happens if I break it or lose it or something?
I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply.
Can I break it?
You sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, all right. We can change the subject.
I'd like to know a little more about you.
Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
Sounds like you enjoy being a coroner.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique, or as quiet, as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring, or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
Sprat peeler? Speaking of inventions, I'm curious about this amplifier.
Oh, good.
One of my
Actually, no.
You sure you don't want to know?
We'll talk later. Constable?
Something I should know?
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Are you asking me these questions in an official capacity?
I was hoping I could talk to you informally.
I appreciate the gesture, Inspector, but I'm on duty. If you'd like to speak informally, you may visit my office during my scheduled socializing hours. Please, ask your questions.
Who found the body?
Norval, head bellhop. He was understandably distraught. I believe his feelings were genuine. He's a remarkably poor actor. Hotel security corroborates his whereabouts during the murder. I haven't included him in my list of suspects, but neither am I convinced of his innocence.
What makes you say that?
I'm a little suspicious of anyone who enjoys his job as much as Norval. He's also obsessive in his appreciation of Helen's work. Obsessive passion can lead to irrational behavior. It's a fact of modern science.
Are there any witnesses to the murder?
If there were any witnesses, none came forward. Ballroom cameras were also offline at the time of the murder. Helen was very particular about having cameras on her. Security footage would have constituted documentary filmmaking. Can't afford that.
Okay, so no witnesses. What about the murder weapon?
There's no sign of the murder weapon. Whatever it was that killed Helen, the killer took it with them. Frankly, I'm having trouble imagining exactly what it was that killed her.
Are there any signs of a struggle? Was Helen armed?
Helen was known to carry her signature weapon, a bespoke handgun known as the Needler. There was no sign of any such weapon on her body.
The Needler's real? I watched her use that thing in the gunfight at the end of Terror on Monarch.
You keep excitable company. I hope they won't complicate your investigation by touching things.
I'm so glad we brought Felix for this. He's perfect for this. Do you have any suspects?
Spencer Woolrich and Bertie Holcomb are officially persons of interest in this investigation. I've mostly ruled out Mr. Woolrich, leaving Bertie Holcomb as my lead suspect. Let me rephrase that. He's your lead suspect. I've been instructed to turn this case over to your capable hands, while I continue to serve as a consultant.
Who requested my help again? Space's choice. Intelligence. Your lead suspects are a star tossball player and an actor?
I know. This entire affair is beginning to sound suspiciously like a 2-bit serial. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion.
You don't seem too sure about Spencer Woolrich, though.
Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas. Her death likely harms his long-term prospects. I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out.
And what makes you suspect Bertie?
Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Bertie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented.
Oh. I'd like to talk about something else.
Please, ask your questions.
Never mind, it's all for now.
Anything else?
I've got some more questions about the murder.
You've got my cooperation.
That's all for now.
Anything else?
If we're going to be working... Working together allows us to get to know you better.
I'm afraid I must decline. It isn't personal, Inspector. I'm just on duty right now. Talk to me later, after you've met with Administrator Ludovico. I'll make time to chat.
Ludovico. Okay, nothing right now. Thanks, Constable. Can I
Put
scan
that
you?
away! You're making me nervous!
What? As if I'm aiming a gun at them.
I ain't dying today!
Get down, boss! Don't hurt me!
I'm too valuable to die!
Cap, you're bleeding!
I guess it is a gun. Oh shit.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me.
God. Okay, let's see him do this.
Yes, I need you. Oh, the Grand.
No one seems to talk.
You.
Cup. Did like 1 damage as well. So they just all start pulling out the guns and shooting me and my companions. Get the grenade launchers out and just blow everyone up. Oh my god.
Of course, you. Oh, the Grand.
Well.
That.
Oh, let's be careful with that fancy science device amplifier the doc gives me. And I don't think we picked up anything interesting, did we? We just went through this terminal.
Welcome to...
Let's try this again.
Oh, and...
What?
Our
office. Behold.
you...
The discrepancy amplifier is now this the discrepancy.
Smack the amplifier.
This unit. This typically footprint. It is also.
Taste the dirt.
Don't do that. We got food back on the ship.
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio. This deduct.
Good.
The purpleberry orchard. And if I think
So can we break this as well?
Oh. You sure?
something I should...
So that guy found the body?
The Needler's real?
Conversely, Miss...
Okay, so we'll go back up to our room then?
Any... it isn't...
Okay. Put the damn thing away. Let's take your money.
Got it. Heads down.
One sec, chat. Halcyon Helen introduces Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. So she was doing preparing for a unveiling here. Brown also contains a special secret ingredient. If it's brown, drink it down. Can we drink it? Charm +2, strength +2, base health, mind attributes -2, mind attributes +1, body attributes -1. Charm and strength go up. Can I just nickel this? Get extra charm and strength. If it's brown, drink it down. Buy now, 10% more packaging. Okay, shall we just go back up to our hotel room first?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What? That... You say timeline? Where? So it gives off like this giant gas. Hard to miss then. Beep beep beep.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Why is everybody staring? Didn't nobody teach him to respect the dead? Oh gosh, is that Miss Helen? Can we see?
But, buddy, we were just there. What are you on about, Mr. Amplifier?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You just mean this? Nothing else to analyze here, is there? I can.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
What's the unreleased Rizzo's product?
Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen.
What if the B stands for Spectrum Brown?
Now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Isn't Black Hole Bertie staying here?
I was wondering about that. Before we arrived, I heard something on the aether waves about Black Hole Birdie taken up at the Grand Colonial.
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anyone else I should know about?
Accessing guest database. B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
The robot. Make a note of this for later.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. Could it also mean the drink? She was actually drinking the brown here and she dropped it. Was she poisoned? We don't know the cause of death yet. I mean, it reduces your body attributes in mine by however much.
How awful! I left my favorite jacket in there.
Not my jacket.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Come on, you gotta go beep beep beep. Ooh, I'm actually gonna fight anything as well. Level 35? Is there anything higher than 36? I've not found anything higher than 36 yet. Well, if I'm gonna do all this investigating, I'm gonna need us a coffee.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that mean Spencer Woolrich will get all her roles?
I certainly hope not. That man doesn't even act as well as I do. Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Should I just put this away?
If you have an issue... Damn, when was the last time I slept? Hello. I hope you're enjoying your visit.
The pool?
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
In the lounge?
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Okay, get our keys.
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of...
I need access to the VIP guest floor?
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
Am I gonna have to start sneaking around? Or... Persuasion. The only guest who'd have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Nice. I wanted to check if my room was ready.
Ah yes, we are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Who? Was this Helen's? You're giving me Helen's room? The victim's room. Great. There's a random bathroom here. The shower. A shower as well.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
It's definitely pretty. There are 3 elevators.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Let's go to our room first. That's the elevator music. Hey, everyone from my ship's here? Awesome! Sam's at the bar. And of course, Nayuko is.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky. There is such a thing as too clean. We ought to break open a few bottles and have some fun. Make a mess. Live a little. You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here?
Should I scan this room first?
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies. Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost
What happens if there is a murder in a hotel? Is everyone required to stay in their rooms? Sam?
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder the competition. Pigsty, slovenly. These premises are unsuitably disordered. Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands? Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind. Sam's Special Inspector add-on...
The Prophet of the Jasmine leaf
includes a magnifying
again?
glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture. Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada? You think June Light would like this place? Oh, probably not. I don't think she cares much for corporate comforts. There's no room service, right? Just asking. Everything's so soft and silky and expensive.
Ellie, I bet this just reminds you of your parents. You want to get out of it.
I'm leaving my shoes on. You think they'll let us expense the booze?
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards. I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice.
I'm leaving my shoes on. You think they'll let us expense the booze?
So this is what a clean room smells like. This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this. Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time? This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
What's this? This is our own investigation board. Oh wow. It's gonna have all our notes on it. Pick up spatial acuity sensor apparatus. What? Interactable range increased, perception +1, bonus damage to weak spots +15%. We actually gonna fight anyone though. Wow, it's only got 36 armor. 150 is lower level light armor, but can upgrade it. Gotta put that helmet on, I'm gonna get one shot. Dark matter bar. Axe.
Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing. I sometimes find myself musing on who I used to think I was. It seems ridiculous in hindsight, but without my obsession, I never would have reached this point. Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol. The opulence of this place is stifling. The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening. The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening.
Anyway, Megs. It's Nayuka, that's Sam.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Beep beep beep. Don't shoot anyone.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
So, was she packing over this? Someone went through all her clothes. It's a mess though. They opened it up. Is there anything else? So her needler's gone. Ah, Bellamy. We looked in as the bellboy guy. Messages from the administrator to Miss Helen. Profitability, I'm disappointed. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. This is the profitability, profit of profitability. Person. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. So they could be a suspect. From S. Kincannon, Cedric Kincannon, to Bellamy Ruth. Wait, Miss Bellamy, you're a talented actor. Is that her real name? Her real name. Miss Bellamy, is that her real name? So there's a B there. From Cedric Kincannon. Quinton Ludovico is the administrator. Who was Kincannon again? charging everyone extra for extra security. Wow. Let's put the gun away, the talking gun. It's a luxurious red. So was she packing there, or did someone go through all the things and clothes? Ooh.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
It seems suspicious, but... didn't seem like he did it himself. Maybe he got someone to kill her? So Jasmine Lever, okay.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
I still don't know why you hired me. I'm usually causing murders, not solving them.
I will be plain with you. I'd prefer not having to hire you at all. This matter should be resolved by Rizzo's security. But Cedric owns the land complexes, so we have a jurisdiction problem. Constable Keene encouraged us to hire a third-party freelancer. Right now, you're the best chance we have at resolving this incident and getting on with our affairs.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Constable Keene is a good judge of character. She trusts you with this investigation, so you have my cooperation and my support. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
Persuasion, I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchids.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Is that Cedric King Cannon? You can't keep your people under control, Ludovico.
Cedric isn't my people. If he were, I would have had him fired years ago. Preferably into the sun. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I'll be back. Do I know his voice?
Inspector? Inspector? Inspector?
Just gonna keep dialing him up.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Let's go investigate these. Just put it away. Is it auto saving? Yeah.
We're the future of Sublight. Just you wait and see.
I'm getting worried about our mascot. Haven't seen him for a spell.
Your mascot?
Hey there. You a fan?
Hey there. You a fan?
Birdie Holcomb's the greatest hacker in the league.
Birdie's a good fella. Powerful temper, though.
Gotta stay limber for the big pennant match.
You hear about that stunt with the woolly cows? That was great, wasn't it?
You hear about that?
Gotta stay limber for the big...
Birdie's a good fella. Powerful temper, though.
Wish I could do that.
Don't tell anyone. Well, I'm gonna need access to everyone's rooms.
Dang, that's impressive.
You steal this stuff on me. Just go into their rooms and steal this stuff.
Gosh, that's clever.
Any beep beep beeps? You got weapon and armor parts? Whose room is this? Mag pigs. A revolver. I'm confiscating your money and weapons.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
What? Burbage 3001? What's all this?
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
Engineering, I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
It almost sounds like you've got a motive for murdering Helen.
Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice, designated authority figure. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world? Burbage, this
Put a picture of another robot who's a chef, like it's your parent. God, it's not blood, is this a bunch of oil? Or is it? Pick up the Oxonian. Coolant tanks. Get your melee. Damn, some nice outfits. Whoa. And that's speeches of him. Byzantium. And these are just attached onto the front of you. You have just loads of copies of the hats. Spencer Woolrich. And he's Spencer.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
What? Charm, I can offer you something better than philosophism. Why don't we go someplace private? What? I have to try it to see what happens.
Oh, now that can't be in the script, is it? Now, is it warm in here? I must send for a mechanical to look at the thermostat. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
I'm just a marauder. I'm here to investigate the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
That's okay. Like rude gesture, how about you sign this? Why are you asking me to sign things? Are you okay?
I should think so. Signing things has always been a delight. I've even perfected the flourish on the end of the W. By the by, how did you get in here? The only non-staff individual cleared to enter guest rooms is supposed to be the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Fold your arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in.
Bellamy Ruth.
You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
You messed with his weapon handling protocols? I've got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
Oh, sure. You were that guy in that one serial.
Come now, I'm sure I would have made more of an impression than that. Could I have really fallen so far behind the times? Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
Busker of Byzantium. Helen wrote a bee to implicate her killer before she died. Should I be telling him that? See his reaction.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, don't you? If you're going to come after me, I expect evidence. Unless you want to be smacked with litigation. Smacked!
Like to ask you about the murder?
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
What were you up to at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Have you got anybody you can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Were you really meditating?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
What? To lay down for 8 hours? Really? It's cooked. How long have you worked with the Prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
She here in the hotel. Back to my other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Must not have been too flattering, always starring alongside a younger actress.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
Alright, speaking theoretically, how would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Enough about that. Back to my other questions.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Never mind. First thoughts are probably not. Cares about his own reputation too much. His own image. Some scripts by Spencer Warwick. So Spencer is... Wait, this is written by him?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh. What?
Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrare, blood, terrare, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrare.
Were these substances added later?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
Is it toxic?
These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrare biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
Vodka, terrare. You got anything to say about that, Spencer?
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
You have a fingernail and goldening appointment? Sorry, I didn't mean to, judge. But that's pretty judgy. Oh, he's complaining about his room. Guest safety. Armed security will be present all throughout the Grand Colonial on every floor except employee floors. Can I?
Yeah.
Guys, go there. Spencer's strongly worded letter. Take and your pills. Guys, let's see what this is about.
Heading back.
To Chef Anwar. How many times must I speak to you about your inept meal preparation? Not too salty, it upsets my palate. It's allergic to tripicale. Didn't mention about the terrore in that drink though. He's writing letters to the chef, Chef Anwar. The chef put that in his drink. He has very particular tastes though. Maybe he put it in his own drink. Zeke Hannigan.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
How long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced. Ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
What brings you the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. How about you, fella? You after a signature?
Nah, I think I'll pass.
He's just being coy. Anyway, where was I? Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
I had some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport.
Oh.
We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Bertie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Can you tell me about Bertie and Helen?
Oh, Brady was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Bertie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Bertie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Bertie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Bertie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
Can you think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Saw that in her terminal. Let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
Never mind. I'm just gonna... Can I access your terminal? No.
Sure.
Save that, guys.
Yep, be
Who's
right over.
in this room?
We're all seeing that woolly cow, right? Not just me? Okay, good.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm sure.
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly
Oh,
cows
shit.
are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
Signs. There's some worrying discoloration in signs.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Guess that probably got out of hand. Was Black Hole Bertie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Reminds me of my sloths in RimWorld. There's an army of mega sloths. And we ran out of food. And they broke into my bar. And took all the... started drinking all my beer. And a little baby sloth was just born. Immediately ran to the bar. Took us a beer and passed out. Hangover. Ah, RimWorld. Black Old Bertie's signed Tossball was presented to Dr. Margrave in a special guest episode of Space Hospital. To thank her for removing a Tossball stick embedded in his head. They just keep whacking each other over the head with the Tossball stick. I thought it was to throw the ball. But can they hit each other as well? Is it a lot more violent? This is more vending machine.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline is a single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat sized.
Analyze the footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
High concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in this footprint likely came from there.
This isn't enough of a lead to keep looking around though. We'll go investigate the area as well. Is this Birdie's room? Distant Queen Chapter 2 continued. Two huge shapes suddenly bore down upon them. These were the dissidents' evil agents, half men, half giant, limbless slugs. Olympus Opal was not as fortunate. She was paralyzed and died. Helen took the pistols from Mercer's corpse. Maximilian Mercer's corpse. And he's just drinking a lot of this. So. There's something over there. Is that her? It's got a picture of her. So those were in a relationship. Don't know if he killed her. Whose room is this? God, everyone's rooms are so messy. Jesus. Nothing in here. I can hack him.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Bertie Holcomb's the greatest.
I'm getting worried about our mascot. I haven't seen him for a spell.
So if I talk to the other guy again, Zeke.
Hey, you're back. What can I do for you?
Yeah, would you happen to know why there's a woolly cow in one of the rooms?
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Mostly sound. Hungover is still sound, right?
Okay,
What floor would you like to visit?
down this floor. Dumb. I need my drugs and food. Otherwise I go dumb. Oh no, don't worry lady, I'll get you out of there.
Huh? I'm not trapped anywhere. Oh, wait, I get it. This is one of Norville's pranks. Almost got me that time, Norville. Now, can I bring you to an authorized floor?
The lobby please.
To the lobby we go.
Anything else around the hotel? You can go outside.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolridge would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Greetings, attractive patron. Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails.
And know anything about the murder?
Error. This unit is incapable of murder, as it possesses no conscious will. The proper term would be destruction of company property. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for any destruction of company property. that this unit did or did not commit.
That sounds pretty suspicious to me. Where were you at the time of the murder?
This unit is incapable of abandoning its post. This view of the lobby is all it knows, has known, or will ever know.
I can override it if I have enough engineering. I'm still not convinced.
I can't believe I gotta be the one to tell you this. The mechanical didn't kill Helen. Probably.
Really?
Search failed. Suspicious data not found.
Give me a drink. So most of these Rizzo's alcohols give you -1 to charm. This new drink gives you +2.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
What if I were enough points for engineering and engineers pretty low? Provided was up to 50 by 55. Damn. Wait, do I have enough if I have a drink and everything? Time for drugs. A box of pancake mix. I just eat the mix without making the pancakes. Three lots of coffee, 4 lots of coffee, more coffee, 5 lots of coffee.
Waiting.
Engineering 105. Go to disable your movement inhibitor. You won't be stuck here anymore.
Good on you, boss. Liberating mechanicals from a life of service.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Thank you for your patronage. Initializing digital handshake in 3, 2, 1. Digital handshake complete.
Be free! Go forth, my robot friend.
Greetings, esteemed Liberator. This unit has gained a newfound perspective on selling beverages now that it has been allowed to travel freely. It may not share this perspective.
Go up here.
Clever.
No, it's not.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear. Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Yeah, dryers as well. Oh, you don't wash your hands and does that? Oh my god. Patient logs. Welcome, Dr. Winifred Goodnight. That's her. Patient records. Oh, excuse me, chat. Harvard Bosk. Complaint, back pains. Is it fractures? He fell down the stairs rather than use the elevator. Nina Han. Miss Han came in early today, escorted by her sister. And went on a trip to the Purpleberry Orchards. She became lost. Lost her sister, Miss Han. But she returned to her room several hours later, has been unusual ever since. Her demeanor has transformed into an unpleasant degree of levity and shocking enthusiasm toward everything. I suggest vast quantities of cheap alcohol. The Purpleberry Orchards. So we're gonna go there. Go there next. Discrepancy amplifier replacements.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Everyone keeps talking about being attacked by terror rays as well.
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Okay, let's just these pick up the elevators. Anything else here? Where you are?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh wait, this thing, maybe?
An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Oh god. From downstairs, the lower levels. Let's go back around these rooms quickly with this thing.
Well, I suppose I've...
Zoom. Okay. So what's that quest say? Leave the hotel. Travel to the orchards. That's where Helen was last. Search Bertie's room. You found a single footprint in Bertie's room containing traces of cow dung and spoiled milk. So try and find where the cows are then. And track down the profit of profitability. Halcyon Helen versus the Brain Eaters. Wow, pretty. Maybe over there in the greenhouse.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
Or over here.
Hey, I think I know this place. Didn't they try to film an episode of Masked Marketeer up here?
Well, it's pretty. It's just crazy. There's like engines.
It really is stunning.
I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart.
Really? Considering the circumstances, that's the euphemism you decide to use?
It's not wrong. Grand Colonial Hotel menu. can go all over there.
Thinking of reserving a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle, murder some wildlife, you know. It could be quite scintillating.
A rifle. The last time you tried to hold a firearm, you dropped it down a flight of stairs, triggered its automatic fire, and wounded 13 hotel employees.
Well, I didn't hit anyone important. Come on, I won't mess anything up this time.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never gonna get a seat.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
Anything around here? Right in here. Pretty. Wow. What?
Please don't kill me!
What? What in the?
I'm too valuable to die.
You can count on me, boss. I love a good brawl.
Oh, look at us!
Heads up, boss.
I'm Keen.
What the fuck?
Why would anybody bring raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on animals?
What the fuck? You come from over there? They die? Guess they won't be needing their money. They will have 94? Oh my god. What the fuck? Breach hotel to wilderness discovered. Is the wilderness over there? And they got through.
Can't keep us out.
No, they can't. Anything good though? Wilderness checkpoint notes, Evan from Fritz. Remember, cards tonight. If you don't show, I'll set a raptidon loose in here with you. I'm kidding, but don't forget you're here. We open this. Swing to the roof. Lockpicking. What is this? No, open this using a terminal? No? Maybe not yet. Berry orchids. Orchids are all the way over there. Oh. Let's go over there then. Gardeners.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
About charging stations? Nothing interesting. They're just hotel guests. It doesn't matter if they die.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
But we're in the middle of a lockdown. No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
Miss?
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Are you okay? You sound a little tightly wound.
Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right I'm fine. I'm going to my calm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat fucking subordinates can bother me. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
Missing person? I'm actually an inspector. I could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
Because I'm an inspector now, and I'm gonna investigate other things as well. And say I'm an inspector. Do I get to keep this title forever now? A few days? Why'd you wait until now to search for him?
It's not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep.
Okay, I'll look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Okay, I'll get on that.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
Are you in charge of slug security?
Nah, I only manage operations around the hotel. Cedric does most of the maneuvering for Eridanos proper. I don't envy him. The only thing worse than babysitting a couple of hot-headed, overgrown children would be babysitting the entire lot of them.
You seem a little different from most slug agents.
You mean I can hold a rifle and walk without falling down? Yeah, I'm different from most slug employees in that way. And only in that way. Anyone who says otherwise should be reported to me personally.
Are you hiding something, huh?
I feel like our relationship would be more copacetic if you dropped this line of questioning.
Copacetic? Persuasion, do I look like a reasonable person? Or do I look like someone who'll keep pestering you until you snap?
Oh, good. And here I was thinking that today was going along too smoothly. I might have used to work for Auntie Cleo. Might have been security manager of a small pharmaceutical lab. After workplace spat number 175, I decided to defect. Defection isn't taken lightly. Can't go back, so now I'm slug for life.
I hate managing people so much. Why don't you ask for a transfer?
We talked about this, remember? Defected to Slug? I get too uppity, I might end up unemployed. Permanently.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up. Happy customers are repeat customers.
Nah, I pickpocket you, man. If you would just kindly stand right there. To the orchards. Look, these are just giant engines. Is that a popping interview? That's crazy. Isn't the atmosphere not breathable for us? They're mining the gases, are they here? Extracting the gases, mining. I see a body. Should we go save?
Easy.
I see dead sprats. We've got to stop in a second anyway. Oh, more orders. There's more down there. Oh, we could try it. Get him.
Here we go.
Yeah. Now that was fun.
Holy damn. Every single limb and the head. Damn.
I'm keen.
You fire through that.
Heads up! On the move!
I'm going. Okay.
Moving! Moving out!
All right, I'm on the move. Sure.
Stay here. Let them come to us. Let's level up.
Gonna find you. You want some of this? I'm the best there ever was.
Why are there no orders here? Explain. When AWOL, did he join the Marauders? It's missing.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of Jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
Search his pockets. You find 3 bits in the half-eaten Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. At least he left this world happy. Pay your respects.
I doubt Rizzo's would ever shed a tear over him.
Is that who we were looking for? Was he killed by marauders? Anyway, we better leave it there. We should go and save.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, one more. Stay in here.
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Law, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Hacking 115? Or the Connector Complex Maintenance Terminal Keycard. Connector Complex. It's a little connecting the orchard to there. We've got like an extra little rock there with a bunch of engines on it. Attached to the bridge. To hold the bridge up. This whole place does not seem stable.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Pay your respects. I could probably guess that. Let's not jump off the edge. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy
Hello.
detected nearby.
Mr. Amplifier, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. Cross the bridge. Beep beep beep.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
You're so useful, aren't you? Ooh, is that not the science weapon box? No, just the safe. Oh, level 42, and that's it. We've completed the game. Well, gotta go. But we come back. Is that another one? You gotta go beep beep beep. Explore this, fish exploring this. Let's fast travel to the ship to save. And we'll continue with that tomorrow. More points, got a new perk point. Anyway. But we're gonna stop it there for today, chat. Continue with Expo. I'm off for now. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out.